Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Drolet, in short Rodrol for Roland Drolet, with a PhD in biomedical engineering from University of Toronto in 1971. I'm going to tell you to introduce, to introduce you in this third video clip. I'm going to shortly introduce you to what I've called electro-spiritual meditation, which is really a new term which reflects the fact that we are using electricity to produce electromagnetic impulses similar to the nervous system. And why spiritual? Because actually we have realized that these type of whole body stimulation with bioelectric impulses of the Rumor type in particular, we have realized that if people close their eyes when they are in the global applicators, they can actually feel the relaxation of the nervous system, and it's like a meditation. And then of course we can use local applicator as well to diminish the stress and the inflammation of various parts of the body. So this type of new type of meditation is what we call body-spirit meditation, because it involves the body, not only the spirit as traditional meditation, but it involves the body in the sense that we act directly on the synapses to improve the communication in the nervous system, which results in vasodilation, improved blood circulation in the area treated, or in whole body application. So actually it's really combining the meditation concentration with physiological effect on the nervous system. So that's why we call it body-spirit meditation. Okay? Another kind of body-spirit meditation could be biofeedback, for instance. And Mr. David G., who wrote the book on meditation, on the secret of meditation, actually talks about biofeedback meditation. But biofeedback involves a little too much, from his own experience, the thinking and the body, I would say the mental decision. So it's not as pure a meditation as compared to using the Rumor system or PEMF waveform meditation. Okay, now I want to say a few words about the electrophysiologic basis of PEMF waveform, for pulse electromagnetic field waveforms. Of course, personally, I have more experience with the Rumor type of waveform because it reproduces the natural type of impulse, I mean those of the nervous system, specifically at the synapse of the nervous system. So we have to be aware that there are amplitude and frequency windows for the physiological effect of bioelectric magnetic stimulation. So even if we increase the amplitude too much, or if we don't have enough, there is a window of amplitude where we get physiological effect, and outside this you can get no effect, and it will annihilate the effect, or no effect at all. There are frequency windows, so higher frequency can fall outside the physiological range. As far as the Rumor waveform, for instance, it is so close to the nervous system waveform that it includes the frequency range and waveform of the natural action potential. Now, I want to mention about the rheobase and the chronaxy in the nervous system, which means that, of course, it takes a threshold amplitude to get a response, but there is what we call the chronaxy, which is a time delay that is necessary to allow between successive impulses. Otherwise, the axon membrane or the nerve fiber membrane will not be able to produce another impulse, so the energy will be wasted in heating the tissue. Now we can talk about synaptic resonance with the Rumort type of impulse. It is well described in the Rumort journal, which is freely available in the roadral.org website. Now let us say a few words about the researches that have been done with by Dr. Richard K. Davidson at University of Wisconsin, who studied the difference between monks, actually Tibetan monks, meditating for over 10 years, and other people who have not been meditating. He has realized that the certain areas in the brain are more active with the monks than with people who do not meditate. So it reflects that we develop a capacity to have a certain activity of meditating, concentrating, and strengthening our physical capacity and mental capacity. So it is reflected in the brain wave measurement using magnetic resonance imaging. Now, about electro-spiritual neuroscience of the what I've been calling electro-spiritual meditation, actually we think about the three factors involved in any healing. That is the motivation to heal of the person, the method used, which could be PEMF stimulation, and when we talk about electro-spiritual meditation, it is either PEM stimulation or Rumort impulse generating induced bioelectric impulse, okay? So actually, we could talk about the effect on the nervous system and on the brain when we meditate with these devices, actually strengthening the immune system. We could talk about the practice of electro-spiritual meditation, ES for electro-spiritual. We could talk about applicator configuration, okay? And so this is important because we can use local applicators to reduce inflammation, pain, and stress in different parts of the body. And after that, we generally use global applicators to give general relaxation of the nervous system, reduce the stress, and really get to a state of calm perception that we talk when we talk about the general effect induced with meditation. Okay, so in conclusion, we could mention also about the transference phenomenon when two people are being treated or conditioned in the same electromagnetic field using large applicators. And also we could talk about the importance of analog PEMF signal as opposed to digital production of PEMF signal, the latter producing spikes that are not so clean, as can be seen by musicians. As a matter of fact, they can detect the difference. Now, when we talk about electro-spiritual enlightening, we think about the idea of first mastering our health, producing what many people have been calling miracles because they could not explain it in terms of actual sciences, And we could talk about the mystery of the third factor, which involved the mentor or the teacher or the therapist who really can induce a certain placebo effect that is that has an importance in terms of quantum mechanics. The experience and the energy of the mentor or therapist will indeed help the person get better results. So that's about it for now. And I wish you really discover more about this subject going to the two websites, which are rodral.org and rumart.com, RHUMART.com. And also I want to just finalize, to conclude, to mention that we started talking about theory and going down to facts. So these are general theory about meditation and body spirit idea, quantum mechanics, but the more we go down here, we go down to actual facts as results obtained with electro-spiritual meditation of the Rumart type that have been registered and available freely on the web at rodral.org or rumart.com. So I will wish you the best of understanding and studying the subject, and there are 7 clips to come, so be patient. You can learn so much about the basic science behind meditation and behind electrophysiological meditation. Thank you very much.